beautiful night in the tri-state area. Temperature in the 60s. Rain in the forecast for tomorrow morning. So the fans of Big Blue settling in. They see Steve Spagnuolo, his third year as the Rams coach. He said, I'm totally indebted to the fact that Tom Coughlin gave me an opportunity to be a coordinator. He was in 07. He's hugging Steven Jackson there, his stud running back, who he will not have tonight. And Steve had a chance to visit with Tom before the game, age 65. 65 wins as the Giants head coach. You have that bit of nostalgia. Also a little more nostalgia in the air tonight as the Giants are honoring the 25th anniversary of their Super Bowl victory in Pasadena. Giants won the toss, will receive. So the Rams' Josh Brown will kick it off for St. Louis. That's a touchback story of last week. He had 2 of his 4 kickoffs. The Giants' return game with Devin Thomas, the former Washington Redskin, getting the opportunity to return kicks here tonight. First Monday night scheduled home game for the Giants in 8 years. They had a game against New Orleans, moved here after Hurricane Katrina on a Monday night, but it's been a while since the Giants season ticket holders saw a Monday night show up in their ticket package. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. 7 yards deep. A knee taken by Thomas, and here comes Eli Manning with his brother Peyton injured. Eli's taken over the title of most consecutive starts by an active quarterback, number 105 here tonight.
And that experience will be needed tonight. He's going up against a Rams defense that is pressure-based. Tonight, you want to watch Eli at the line of scrimmage. Does he get the New York Giants into good plays against the Rams blitz packages?
Opening drive starts from the 20 and on play action. Manning chased by Chris Long, throws sideline, and it's ruled a catch, 15 yards, as it's brought in by Mario Manningham on the far side. Eli keeping him at the line, trying to sneak it in as we'll get a look at it.
Just a comeback route here by Manningham. They're going after Justin King, who's pressed into service tonight at left corner. Clearly a catch. Here comes the no huddle from the Giants.
Ahmad Bradshaw, the back. And here he comes, cutting it back for a gain of about 6 yards. You know you're going to see a bunch of Brandon Jacobs and Bradshaw. They were clear this week. They want the ball more. Team Knicks battled a knee injury this week with Manningham and Jake Ballard. As for the guys up front, Will Beatty struggled a bit in the first game against Washington. David Deal also gave up 3 sacks. And David Boss, the center, is new this year. They acquired him as a free agent. Longtime center Sean O'Hara, you probably know, was released. Bradshaw got 7 officially on the last one. He's got 5 more on a first down near midfield. Bradley Fletcher made the tackle.
That's a second cutback run by Ahmad Bradshaw. And talking to the Ram players, he's the player that feared him the most because Bradshaw can take the ball anywhere.
From the 48, pressure comes off the corner. Manning throws that way, and it's incomplete. Intended for Bear Pasco, one of his 2 tight ends. Let's spin you through this Rams defense. They're not on national TV much, but names, you know, like Chris Long, the son of the Hall of Famer Howie Long. James Hall had a big sack here on the other side. James Laurinaitis is going to talk a lot about that guy in the middle, former Ohio State Buckeye. In the secondary, Justin King gets the start with Bradley Fletcher at the corner. King is starting because of injury back there. Ron Bartell, their best corner, out for the year with a neck injury last week. Another Bradshaw cutback. Another Bradshaw first down. Quentin Michael the tackle.
Zone cutback, creative blocking. Watch him bring the tight end from the backside to seal James Hall. Bradshaw presses it, picks up a block. Ahmad Bradshaw, his first 3 runs have been well blocked. That's a great sign for this offensive line of the Giants.
See a lot of Eli orchestrating as usual. And with time, wide open, but cutting in front was Michael, and he makes the interception. So Mario Manningham was breaking clear. But Quentin Michael came over from his safety spot, and the former Eagle comes up with the interception. Eli had a lot of those last year, 25. His second in the first game in a drive this year. Here tonight, and first win for Steve Spagnuolo and the Rams defense coming up with the interception of Eli Manning.
Boy, I'll say, zone pressure fooled Eli.
To the Rams offense. Without Steven Jackson, their star back. Bradford on first down, a couple of fakes, swings it out to Cadillac Williams. Justin Tuck's back for the Giants. Loss of 5 yards. Sam Bradford, we built him up earlier, second year out of Oklahoma. He was the offensive rookie of the year in the NFL last year. And you see the rookie marks that he set. Took every snap for the Rams, who start, even though they're inside their own 15, in a no huddle. Fake to Cadillac, and the throw is complete to Mike Sims Walker, the former Jaguar, to the 32-yard line. First down.
I love what Sam Bradford did there. Jumped into the no huddle, hard play action pass, finds a wide open Mike Sims Walker, and Josh McDaniels has got Bradford on the line again.
And Aaron
attack
Ross.
these young, Jaws,
okay.
Attack these young linebackers.
After a gain of 23, here is Cadillac, the former Tampa Bay Buck. It's 3 yards to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, back to that pass completion as you look at what you saw last week. Aaron Ross, the Washington Redskins, attacked him. You know, as a quarterback, you study the tape, you look at a guy that's struggling, you put a star on him. I think tonight Aaron Ross has the star on him. Bradford will get after him.
Bradford talking with the rookie Greg Jones, who's the Giants' middle linebacker. And on 2nd and 6, Aaron Ross, who's targeted that time, Jaws, covering Mike Sims Walker, no flag thrown, and it'll be 3rd down. We mentioned Sam Bradford. Calling the plays for him is Josh McDaniels, the Denver coach the last couple of seasons. Before that with Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah, and the no huddle's a big part of Josh McDaniels. I love starting the game and staying with the no huddle against the Giants. They've got a lot of new players, particularly in their secondary and a middle linebacker.
1-minute huddle, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Terry McCauley substitution violation. The Rams had 12 in the huddle. It backs them up to 3rd and 11.
But when you have an extra day to prepare and you're playing a defense that's talented but decimated with injuries, you go after them. You use that no huddle offense. Try to stymie their communication. Try to really get after their young, inexperienced players. I expect to see a lot of this throughout the ball game tonight.
Justin Tuck lined up inside a defensive tackle position. Number 91. Giants like to get pass rushers on the field. Bradford has time, takes a shot downfield, and it's caught by Denario Alexander, who was not whistled down, stays on his feet, goes all the way to the 1.
What a throw by Sam Bradford on 3rd and 10. Laid it down the field, had Alexander on the left side, looks down, holds the safety. Now he knows, once again, there's Aaron Ross, who I spoke about a moment ago. He is the defender that the Rams will target today. Deion Grant does not get over quick enough to make a play, but perfect throw by Sam Bradford.
Alexander was untouched, stayed inbounds, 68-yard gain, longest pass of Bradford's career. And on 1st and goal, he's incomplete. And he's trying to get to his rookie tight end, the 2nd-round pick, Lance Kendricks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out, if you watch Sam Bradford play this game, and it's nice to have him here on Monday Night Football because he is a big, strong, athletic quarterback that can make every throw. He's a fun guy to watch and a fun guy to break down.
3 tight ends in the game. Lead fullback for Cadillac Williams. Stopped by the rookie Greg Jones out of Michigan State. 3rd and goal coming up.
Hard to get these inside linebackers on the goal line. Just a little scrape over the top by Greg Jones. You'll see number 53 come over the top. Nobody can get him. He strings the play out. Good fill by Greg Jones, the rookie out of Michigan State. They like him. They say he's physical, he's smart, he understands this Giant defense.
Bradford saw the Giants show their hand. Just before the play clock, the pressure on, he's hit and throws incomplete. Deion Grant from the safety spot. So the Giants turn him away on 1st and goal from the 1, and they'll settle for a field goal attempt.
Sam Bradford did everything right. He saw the pressure. He audibles. You're going to see the pressure coming right up the middle. He sees 2-on-2 coverage to the outside. He audibles. They bring one more than you can block. The ball has to come out, and somebody has to win against man-to-man. Good coverage by the Giants.
And they have to win quickly because the pressure's on.
20-yard field goal, 21 now. Josh Brown knocks it through, and the Rams are on the board. It's a win, though, for the Giants. They'd allowed a touchdown the last 11 drives. The opponent got inside the 10. Rams on the board with an opening drive field goal, although they faced 1st and goal from the 1. Greg Jones, the rookie linebacker, made a big play there for the Giants down by the goal line as the offensive brain trust of Bradford, Josh McDaniels, and the backup quarterback, A.J. Feely. Look at the Polaroids. Josh Brown kicks again. Devin Thomas. 6 yards back. He'll bring it out. And Thomas returns it to the 21-yard line.
Let's go back and look at the interceptions. The crazy thing Steve Spagnuolo does with his blitz package. He's going to bring 3 Rams, the Mike, the Sam, and the strong safety. And Eli thinks he has single coverage. But watch the free safety cut over the top. They're playing 2 deep zone to the strong side. And he never sees the safety man, number 27, Quentin Michael. He got completely fooled. Chalk one up to Spagnuolo in this Rams blitz package.
Drive start from the 21. Manning is flush. James Hall the pressure. Forced it out early, Jaws, and the pass incomplete.
Yeah, and you think back to last year, Eli Manning threw 25 interceptions. And you've just got to be very careful with the football, particularly when you get down in that scoring zone. You know, Quentin Michael will read the quarterback. He's been around for 9 years. He knows Eli Manning. He played against him for 8 years in Philadelphia. It looked like Eli was staring down the route. He read his eyes and went to the football.
You know, to that point, the last regular season game played here was Giants-Eagles. And Michael was with the Eagles, intercepted Eli in the first quarter of that game. Second and 10, Bradshaw coming to the left. The fullback, Hynoski, couldn't get the block, and Brady Papinga made the tackle.
It's tough on a rookie fullback. I mean, Hynoski, you got to be able to adjust. Brady Papinga, who came here from Green Bay, he's the fullback's responsibility. You have to be able to adjust as a fullback on the move, especially against veteran players like Papinga, Lieber, and Laurinaitis in the middle.
Third and long, third down was disaster for the Giants in Washington last week. They were just 1 of 10. Brandon Stokely just signed this week in the slot. As Manning throws, it is short for Manningham, and the restless Giant fans let him know about it. 4th down. So Eli has missed his last 4 passes. And the Giants will punt it away with Greg Salas, the rookie wide receiver, back there. They have not had good return game over the last couple of years, and Danny Amendola, their top receiver, is also their regular punt return man. Steve Weatherford kicks. 41 yards, bobbled by Salas, loose on the ground. Giant football.
It just kills you. When you thrust a rookie into a role like this as a return man, you can practice all you want, but game day is a whole new deal. He just took his eyes off the ball or lost it in the lights. Sometimes you hear footsteps. Returning punts in the National Football League, that's not for everybody. I learned the hard way there.
And we said Amendola, who is their top receiver in terms of catches, means so much. Just a guy who can catch the ball and not give the Giants a short field. First time he was back to field in NFL punt. Salas is 0 for 1. Giants bring Brandon Jacobs into the backfield. He was slow to get started, ran into his tight end. Loss of a yard and a half as Chris Long and James Laurinaitis got in. But Brandon Jacobs, guys, who's 5th on the Giants all-time rushing list, with 4,300 yards, had career low carries last year, and he's asking for the ball more. He's got to be productive when he gets it.
Would help if they convert some third downs and get some more offensive plays. There'll be more touches for everybody.
Second and 11, Eli switched it to run Jacobs to the left side to get him to the 32-yard line. Jaws, we talked about this earlier. Last week, 1 for 10 on third down. Tonight already, 0 for 1.
Well, this is a much more manageable third down, Mike. This is third and about 4 yards. You look back to last week against the Redskins. They were almost all long yardage situations, difficult to convert. This one is normal.
Let's have 4 receivers, including Dominic Hickson and Victor Cruz on the field, to go with Manningham and Nix. Eli has his pass knocked down by Chris Long. And the Giant fans again getting on their offense for their inability at the 32-yard line. Decision here on 4th and 4.
Nice job by Chris Long. You know, he reads the quarterback's eyes as well. When you're getting stalemated at the line of scrimmage, like Kareem McKenzie was stalemating him, you try to locate the quarterback, read his eyes, and get your hands up. It looks like the Giants right now are going for it on 4th.
Love to isolate Akeem Nicks at the bottom of your screen if he gets single coverage.
Watch the play clock. No delay of game flag. They throw the shot for Nix, who caught it with one hand, but out of bounds, incomplete, and a marker is down. So the penalty flag comes in from the back in the secondary.
Pass interference. Defense number 32. Automatic first down.
On Bradley Fletcher. Probably caught it with one hand because the other one was being held down.
Well, the Giants get into a trips formation in passing situations. If Akeem Nicks gets single coverage, they're looking for him. And Bradley Fletcher does a nice job, I think, playing coverage. What a phenomenal catch by Akeem Nicks. Just 23 years old, really coming into his own.
First and goal for the Giants. Jacobs up the middle. Submarine by Quentin Michael just inside the 5.
That is a nightmare for a free safety. Quentin Michael, this is the last thing in life he wants to see. A well-blocked play and one-on-one. Brandon Jacobs coming right through your living room. That's a heck of a play by Quentin Michael, but believe me, he doesn't want to make any more tackles like that in his career.
Giants get a bunch of big people out there. Stacey Andrews, another tackle in the game. Second and goal. Nix got it. Touchdown, Giants.
I don't think anybody does this better than the New York Giants. Eli Manning and Akeem Nicks, they run this fly stop as well as any combination on the planet. It's bump and run coverage. Nix is going to go towards the back pylon. Eli opens his hips, and Nix makes a great adjustment, catching the ball away from his body. How do you stop that, Jaws?
That is a terrific throw from Eli Manning, but an even better catch by Nix. That ball was back to the inside, and if those aren't perfect, they go about 105 the other way.
Lawrence Tynes adds the extra point. So the mistake by the rookie Salas, unable to catch the punt, gives Eli a short field. They go for it on 4th down, get the penalty flag, get the touchdown, and the Giants lead 7-3. Well, the mistake by the Rams leads to the Giants touchdown. Also the decision to go for it on 4th down. Nix brought that ball in with one hand. It was ruled on the field incomplete, but pass interference call gives the Giants the chance to keep the drive alive and get the points.
Really impressed with Nix. You know, a lot of people didn't think he'd play. Limited on the practice field. They were concerned about how he could play with no reps. So far, so good.
It's another rookie return man for St. Louis. Quinn Porter just signed this week. Kickoff return from the 3. And the rookie out of Stillman College takes it to the 26-yard line. Sam Bradford and the Rams down 4. Their second drive when you come back. Strained quad, Steven Jackson, 6 straight 1,000-yard rush seasons. He's out tonight. Danny Amendola, wide receiver, dislocated left elbow, 90 catches. He's their Wes Welker type guy. It's so many combined yards. He's out tonight. So the Rams come in without their top runner, their top pass catcher. Bradford first down. Sam's throw is complete. Guys stepping up so far. Brandon Gibson in front of Corey Webster for a first down.
And Sam Bradford is one of the best quarterbacks in the league outside the pocket. He had 9 touchdown passes and 103 passes thrown outside the pocket. Very accurate on the move.
Staying with the no huddle. And here's Cadillac Williams stretching it to the right. Dragged down. Rocky Bernard leading the Giants defensive charge. Cadillac Williams, you might remember his story. He was the number 5 overall pick with John and the Buccaneers in 2005. Had a great rookie start. Then blew out the patella tendon in both knees. Has come back the last couple of years to play with the Bucs. Signed as a free agent for the Rams to back up Steven Jackson. Bradford, another throw, another wide open. Brandon Gibson into Giant territory at the 46-yard line, gain of 19.
Oh, I love this tempo the Rams are using. It's green light tempo. They're getting up, they're calling a play, and they're off to the races. And they're mixing formations with runs and play action passes. It's a thing of beauty right now.
Bradford's pass is deflected. Jason Pierre-Paul, Giants first-round pick in the same draft as Bradford, 2010. Knocked it down.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul, he's long and lean, and he can get up and knock these balls down. Again, defensive linemen nowadays do an outstanding job of looking at the quarterback. If they can't get to him, put your hands up.
Did it 6 times last year, Jaws. Cadillac to the left to the 41-yard line. Well, third down. Guys, this feels like last week watching the Dolphins.
Well, Josh McDaniels came from the Patriots. I'm sure he took a good look at the aftermath of what Tom Brady did to the Dolphins. Mixing formations. That time Aaron Ross was not lined up. They're using an express tempo on third down.
Giants have player confusion. Bradford snaps it quick and fires toward the tight end, caught by Lance Kendricks, who goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That's caught him for 26.
Excuse me, Mike. That's what you want to see from Kendricks. He redeems himself. He dropped a couple balls last week. That time he beats Webster on a high point fade.
Look at this. Rams are right back on the ball. Pedal to the middle. And a Cadillac to the 7-yard line. Gain of 8.
Right now the New York Giants are in total disarray. They can't line up. Josh McDaniels is on the gas pedal, and the Giants have a couple players down.
And Deion Grant, a veteran player, we'll point out, quickly goes down. That'll bring the Giant medical staff out. We'll see if Grant is okay, and we'll see if he returns shortly. Deion Grant's been in the league for a while. Miraculously, he recovered quickly. Let's watch him. 34. Oh, wait, we had 2 guys go down and fake injuries.
Yeah, I hate to say that he's not really hurt, but that's a tactic that defenses have used in the past against no-huddle offenses to try to slow it down and stop the clock. Perry Fuel hopefully has more answers than that because they're on the ropes right now.
It looks bad when 2 guys go down at the same time when there's nobody near him.
We got you.
2nd and 2. Bradford has time to the corner. Sims Walker with Corey Webster incomplete.
That's the second time Sam Bradford has seen all-out pressure from the New York Giants in this tight red zone. He audibles. They pick up the blitz. Somebody has to beat man-to-man coverage.
That's the bottom line. You're going to get the one-on-one opportunities. That's the best the coach can get for you. Well, you had Kendricks matched up in the flat out there against Antrell Roll. Probably should have gone there. That's the one receiver who won.
Fifth play, they run inside the 10 in this opening quarter. Here comes the pressure. Bradford got rid of it. It is dropped. Salas couldn't hang on. Aaron Ross hit the rookie who dropped the punt earlier. And it's a field goal opportunity again for St. Louis if they choose to kick it.
That's a great job by the Giants playing man-to-man against a bunch formation. They played in and out, and right corner Aaron Ross read it perfectly. Big hit.
But it was a catch and enough for the first down.
They ruled that a catch, and Tom Coughlin's looking at it with the challenge flag in his hand. As Salas went down to the ground after he was contacted by Aaron Ross. So they call that a catch, and now Coughlin will throw the flag and challenge.
Nobody gets more challenges right than Tom Coughlin.
Here's a look at it as Ross hits Salas. Made the catch. He never really had the ball with control.
That'll be incomplete.
And Tom Coughlin, Mike, I'm sure we have statistics on this, but I say this every year with this Tom Coughlin. He gets a lot of these challenges right. I think he's still the best in the NFL.
Yeah, and you think for a guy who's the oldest of the NFL coaches at age 65.
New York is challenged that the pass was incomplete. Timeout.
He'd be the one who struggles using technology, but in fact, he's as good as anything. Giants challenge. John mentioned these numbers before break, and there are 40 of the 80 career challenges he's had overturned. The only coach who's used the challenge system at least 20 times and is batting 500.
He knows the rules.
That he does.
And he's clearly right on this one.
Yeah.
After review, the receiver never controlled the football prior to hitting the ground. The pass is incomplete. It will be 4th and 2 on the 7-yard line. New York is not charged with a timeout. Please set the game clock to 3 minutes, 25 seconds. 3:25 on the game clock.
And if Coughlin challenges again and is correct, he can earn a third challenge, so the Rams will go for a field goal.
Well, clearly the Rams are moving the ball. You can have all the statistics you want. If they don't get their red zone offense in order, they're going to have a hard time winning any games, Jaws. 2 great drives that come away with just field goals.
And they struggled last week against the Eagles in this situation. They struggled again tonight against the Giants.
Josh Brown from 25, so he has field goals of 21, 23, and 25 in the first 5 quarters of the season. That says your red zone offense needs to improve. Back at MetLife Stadium, here in the Meadowlands, 7-6, Giants on top. The Rams have gone no huddle, and speed no huddle at that is certainly gotten the better of the Giants, but Sam Bradford hasn't been able to put it in the end zone inside the 10-yard line, and that's why the Giants are still on top by 1.
And he's had some opportunities. You know, when the Giants bring the pressure, you're going to get those one-on-one matchups. They just have not been able to connect when they have beaten the defensive backs or linebackers for the Giants. But you've got to connect when you get in that area of the field. You settle for field goals, you're going to be in trouble.
Josh Brown's kick. Devin Thomas is going to take a knee. And the Giants will start the drive at the 20. Drive number 4 here for Eli and the Giants offense.
And you want to study the Giant offense right now, but I'm sure on the Giants sideline, defensive coordinator Perry Fewell is contemplating what moves he has to make when he gets back out there with his defense, because they clearly were shocked by the tempo of the Rams.
It'll be Ahmad Bradshaw as the back to start this drive. Nixon Hicks in the receivers, and here's Bradshaw left. The rookie fullback Hynoski got out there, but the tackle by Craig Dahl limits the gain. Dahl, a former Giant, spent 2 years here with New York.
Henry Hynoski has been a good story for the Giants. You know, he comes here as an undrafted free agent out of Pittsburgh, wins the starting job. Last week, played 30 snaps in their 2-back set. He's a blocker. He gets down the middle of defenders and takes them out of the way.
2nd and long, a blitz down for the Rams. Look for some kind of creative pressure here.
Bradshaw right past Brady Papinga. There's Justin King with James Laurinaitis making the tackle. Laurinaitis, you're going to hear Eli say 55 is the mic a lot. Laurinaitis controls the middle of that St. Louis defense.
Yeah, that's an understatement. He sets the front. He'll call line stunts. He'll check to a blitz. He'll check out of a blitz. He'll check to a coverage. And he makes sure everybody gets the calls communicated. There's not many guys in football that do more for their team on defense than Laurinaitis.
On 3rd and 3. Manning, a clean pocket and a drop on 3rd down. That was Manningham, the veteran. We saw Victor Cruz with a big drop on the opening drive last week against Washington for the Giants.
It's hard to get your offense on track when you're not converting those 3rd downs to 1st downs. You just don't get enough volume in your play calling. Right now, the Giants continue to struggle converting those 3rd downs. Drop balls, you name it, they're having issues.
Greg Salas dropped the last punt by Steve Weatherford. The rookie from Hawaii, Salas back again. Good rush, forced that out early. Salas doesn't have to take it. And it's going to be out of bounds at the 34, 40-yard punt.
You know what I think Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator of the Rams, did this week? I think he went back and watched Tom Brady in Miami, the aftermath of what happened. 12 guys on the field. Tom Brady snaps the ball before Miami can get off. He sees an injured Dolphin, Sean Smith. He says, hey, Hernandez, go deep while he can't get off the field. And then he sees guys worn out gas masks. And that's what Josh McDaniels saw last week. And he said, hey, Sam, let's do the same thing to the Giants.
Former Atlanta Falcon Jarius Norwood also signed this year as a running back. Gets the carry and loses a yard. Rocky Bernard and Jason Pierre-Paul.
But anytime you see a team explode offensively and you're an offensive coach, somebody's going to come in your office and say, hey, look what New England did. And everybody's going to try it to some degree. It's a copycat league.
Bradford goes right back to Norwood, who gets past the line of scrimmage, but Kenny Phillips and Bernard on the stop.
And the Rams now find themselves in that disaster down, 3rd and long. This is when the Giants, Perry Fewell likes to mix it up with their exotic blitz looks.
And this is what I like to hear, that giant crowd. This is hard on an offensive line, especially one that struggled the week before, when you see talented pass rushers on the road in the noise.
Giants bring 4. Bradford throws underneath, complete to the tight end, Michael O'Manawanui, but a couple of yards shy of the 1st down as O'Manawanui is tackled by Kiwanuka.
And what a play by Matthias Kiwanuka in the open field. You're not going to see many weak side linebackers that are 6'5", 280 pounds. Bradford looks, sees everything he needs to see, drops it down to Michael, and there's a nice open field tackle. Uh-oh. What do you say? Manawanui.
Michael for you, John.
Michael. Donnie Jones is the punter. Dominic Hickson. As we roll down toward the end of the 1st. The lefty with a booming leg. Hickson's going to let it go. And it's touched by the Rams there at the 24. The fullback Britton Miller got there, and the 1st quarter will come to an end. Ryan, the Giants with the lone touchdown, up 1 after 1 in New Jersey. 4 1st quarter drives from Manning and the Giants. They did get a touchdown, aided by a pass interference penalty. Giants leading the Rams 7-6. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Susie Culver with us on the sideline tonight here at MetLife Stadium. Brandon Jacobs the back, and his 1st down carry, not going to go very far. Craig Dahl, James Laurinaitis lead the Rams tackle charge.
For the most part, this Rams defense is holding their own against the Giants' power running game. The Giants need to convert those 3rd downs. They can stick with this running game.
Just joining us, that St. Louis lack of execution inside the 10 has been the reason that they are only on 6, trailing by 1. Jacobs coming left, held onto by Ben Lieber for a second, and then Long and Laurinaitis go over together.
When you talk about the problems the Giants have had on third down, it's significant. 1 for 13. But it's not just their third down problems. They've had a lot of long yardage third downs this year. It's been a first and second down problem. And right now, I promise you, if the Giants don't convert here on third down, you're going to hear a lot of booing from this crowd.
Brandon Stokely, 84, back in the game. 13th year in the league, 35 years old. Caught passes from Eli's brother Peyton with the Colts. Blitz by Quentin Michael. Gets to Manning, and the pass is incomplete. So Michael, who got to Michael Vick last week on some of those safety blitzes, gets there again.
Look, this is some major league defense that the Rams are playing. What a great disguise. The pressure is going to come from up here. Coverage is going to rotate back to the middle, and Eli never sees it. They got a free blitzer. Giants are 1 for 14 on third down.
Wow.
They've been blitzed a lot in the last 2 weeks by Jim Haslett of the Redskins and Spagnuolo of the Rams. They got to pick it up.
Salas, the rookie, back for Weatherford's punt. A line drive. Salas just going to catch it. Fair catch on a 49-yard kick at the 24-yard line. Wasn't a smooth catch either. It was shaky.
No, he won.
Quentin Michael getting home for the sack for the Rams. For the pressure, I should say. Home opener for the Giants, who lost in Washington on September 11th, the season opener. Rams losing at home to Philadelphia. The Giants go to the Eagles' place down I-95 next week. Sam Bradford, 1st and 10. Nobody open, so his throw now as he waits is Mike Sims-Walker. Across midfield and into Giants territory, so good patience by Bradford to wait for a man to get open.
This Rams passing attack is now down the field. A year ago, it was more West Coast dink and dunk. Now under Josh McDaniel, they're looking for the big explosive play down the field. Bradford taking his shots.
That was a 33-yarder. That's their 4th pass play over 20 yards here tonight.
The Giants had problems in that area last week.
Toss to Cadillac Williams coming left. And Williams, a couple yards shy of the first down. SportsCenter right now, Trey Wingo.
All right, Michael, thank you. We've been saying it forever, and now it's official. Mariano Rivera, the greatest closer in Major League Baseball history. A 1-2-3 inning today against the Twins gives him his 602nd save, moving ahead of Trevor Hoffman. And Tony Romo suffered not only a fractured rib, but a punctured lung during Sunday's overtime win in San Francisco. Status for next week's Monday night game against the Redskins still up in the air. Mike, back to you.
All right, Trey, 2nd and 1 here. Bradford complete to Brandon Gibson, 3rd-year player out of Washington State. And it's a first
There's no
down.
foul for offensive holding. 3rd down.
A lot of confusion that time in the Ram backfield. Looked like Cadillac went the wrong way. But Bradford still finds work out there at right corner. Aaron Ross. They're looking at Ross a lot tonight.
And confusion with the official. Terry McCauley threw a flag, but then picked it up. And it is a first down for the Rams.
Now the Rams are back to the conventional style of football. You see them coming in and out of the huddle.
There's Williams back running inside for a couple of yards. John, a guy you know very well, Cadillac Williams. He was the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL in 2005. He had a great breakout first 3 games of his career where he set an NFL record in those first 3 games. He ran for 434 yards. Came out of Auburn as the number 5 overall pick. Then those 2 patella tendon knee injuries to separate knees. Then he's come back, played for the Bucs the last couple of years, and made it wire to wire. Caught 74 balls out of the backfield last year. Sharing time with LeGarrette Blount and moves in free agency to St. Louis this year. Deflected in the air and nearly intercepted as they brought the pressure with that screen being set up. Chris Canty got a big hand up there.
Well, a year ago, the Giants led the league in perimeter defensive backfield blitzes. That time it's Antrell Roll coming off the slot, and they're lucky this ball wasn't intercepted. You're going to see it coming right off your right side, number 26, Antrell Roll. And they're lucky that ball didn't go the other way.
But the Rams may be unlucky it was batted because they had it set up beautifully with a wall in front.
Empty out the backfield, 3rd and 8. Into the hands of Cadillac Williams. It might be a free ball and picked up. It's a backwards pass. Michael Boley has picked it up, and he's going all the way for a touchdown.
You're correct, Mike. It was a lateral.
Well, that's a backbreaker. Once again, the Rams get the ball in the plus 35 region of the field and come away with nothing. Last week they were down here 6 times against the Eagles, scored 6 points. This is clearly a lateral, Mike.
Yeah, the official on the side immediately gives a signal that it was not a forward pass, that it's a live ball. Boley very on top of it, picked it up. Now, since it's a scoring play, it gets automatically reviewed upstairs, so Steve Spagnuolo can't throw a challenge flag. Otherwise, he'd be penalized like the Raiders were yesterday. But Terry McCauley, the referee, waits for the word from upstairs that it is confirmed, and it is. So a confirmed touchdown, turnover on the Rams, and the Giants have a chance to go up 8. And Lawrence Saenz adds the extra point. The Rams have moved the ball up and down the field. They've outplayed the Giants, but a big mistake, and Boley takes the touchdown. In the NFC East next Monday night in Arlington, we'll see if Romo can go against Rex Grossman and the undefeated Redskins. A couple of teams have rallied to win yesterday. Monday Night Football from Cowboys Stadium starts with Monday Night Countdown at 7 Eastern. Here the Rams are outgaining the Giants by about 150 yards, 216 to 68. If the Giants taking advantage of the mistakes, and they're up 8. Quinn Porter, the rookie, into the pile. He loses the football and gets back on it at the 7-yard line. So the rookie Rams making a mistake, and the veteran running back. Cadillac Williams made it earlier.
Let's go back to that lateral pass that was incomplete. That means it's a free ball. You see right there, Bradford coming backwards to Cadillac. The ball's just laying there. The Giants very well aware that ball went backwards, and it was a live football. Michael Boley takes it. Giants touchdown.
And Cadillac Williams, who did not get a lot of work as he got here in the short training camp. Steven Jackson takes so much work in practice. He was bumming. Just a physical error right through his hands, and the turnover, and the Giants lead by 8. Williams back at it, gains a yard, and it gives the Giants a little bit of energy defensively.
Well, the one thing I know about the Rams is they've lost 38 straight games when they lose the turnover battle, and they're losing it tonight. Carelessness in the return game. Salas fumbled earlier, a punt. You just saw Quinn Porter fumble right there, a big turnover on the mishandled ball by Cadillac. They got to be real careful backed up here in this crowd noise. Giants are jacked up.
Play action, Jason Pierre-Paul coming in at Bradford, who gets rid of it with Williams in the area, an eligible receiver, so there's no intentional grounding.
Well, some of these play action passes take a long time to develop. They're 2-man routes. That time, Jason Pierre-Paul, number 90 at the bottom of the screen, beats a block. You see number 49, Britt Miller, come across the formation. There's that wingspan you talked about earlier. Big third down for the Rams. They don't want to give the ball back to the Giants in good field position.
Tuck inside to pass rush. Bradford throws, incomplete, trying to get it back to Brandon Gibson, who could not get open, and a 3-and-out was the maligned Week 1 Aaron Ross. Had good coverage there.
The timing on these back shoulder throws, they must be perfect. Aaron Ross does a real nice job on this one, but you can clearly see Gibson and, of course, Bradford not on the same page.
Look out.
54 yards, room for Hickson from the 37. Wrestled down by Salas. Giant fans wanted a flag because it looked like it was up high. But no face mask, no horse collar, no opening of the helmet, no flag. That was the call on the field. 49, the net on the punt. Dixon is on top. It's been a little bit of a different fall for Olivia and Archie Manning. Usually one goes to Peyton's game in Indianapolis and one goes to Eli's game here at the Meadowlands, or back and forth. But obviously Peyton not playing, so Eli told us this week, I'm getting all the attention from everyone in the family here. It's never happened before. Ahmad Bradshaw the back. First down, play action, long ball, Mario Manningham. Couldn't bring it in as Craig Dahl trying to look back for the ball.
Boy, Eli wants that back. Very disgusted with himself there. They stuck in an extra offensive lineman, Stacy Andrews at tight end, set up a shot play down the field to Manningham. Ball slightly underthrown.
Boy, he got behind Dahl. You got to hit that one. You only get so many opportunities to put a quick 6 on the board. Eli underthrew that one. Giants struggling with their offense right now. 21 plays, only 68 yards.
Flip to Bradshaw, trying to get to the edge. Brought down by James Hall. Not a horse collar. Brought him down by the jersey pull. Gain of a couple of yards. Josh, you just mentioned the struggles offensively for the Giants as a whole. St. Louis has been moving it effectively. Giants points, all 14 off turnover.
Just watch this St. Louis Ram defense move around. They don't show their coverage until right before the ball is snapped. They even have 36-year-old Al Henderson there playing right corner at the top of the screen.
Wow. False start on the Giants.
5-yard penalty, third down.
Tom Coughlin's not going to be very happy on that sideline. It was somewhat of a manageable third down at 3rd and 8. Now you go to 3rd and 13. Very limited in the play selection right now.
3rd and 10 or more. Last week they had 6. This is their first one tonight. And overall on the season, in the first 5.5 quarters, they are 1 of 14 converting third down. Need to get to the Rams 48. Eli throwing downfield for Nix. Covered by Bradley Fletcher. The pressure from Chris Long.
Well, they're bringing a 4-strong blitz and playing zone coverage behind it. You're going to see blitzes coming from the right side of the formation. Ahmad Bradshaw comes underneath the formation, makes the pickup. Good coverage by the Rams. They are playing a lot of different kind of zone coverages behind these blitzes, and the Giants are completely confused.
Manning 0 for 6 against the Rams blitzes. He's going to see more.
But by Weatherford. Salas lets it go. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. So the net will be 41. Giants up by 8. Gets injuries during the year. The Giants have had a ton in a short period of time, losing 2 defensive players up front. OCU Manura to be back, they hope, in the next week or so. The rookie Marvin Austin out for the year. Jonathan Goff, who calls the signals in the middle, and starter Clint Sittum out for the year with ACL injuries. And decimated in the secondary. 2 of those guys, including Terrell Thomas, their best corner, went out in a preseason game we had against the Bears. They hope to get Prince Amukamara, their first-round pick, back as the season moves on. He's just starting to be able to get out there and jog slightly out of a walking boot. A lot of different faces, including a rookie middle linebacker for the Giants. Bradford back at it from the 20 to Mike Sims-Walker. 7 to the 27. Corey Webster took him out of bounds.
But you know, when you lose players like that, lose great players, you lose depth. Heck, I lost my mind. You know, Perry Steele, he hasn't just had to modify his defense. He's had to really restrict the blitzes he can call, the coverages he can call, who's in my nickel, who's in my short yardage. It's impossible to make this many adjustments this soon. I really tell you, the Giants are in trouble if they get anybody else hurt.
You know, and no one's feeling sorry for you. You have to find a way to overcome it, much like the Green Bay Packers did a year ago.
Cadillacs 4-yard run, a first down. No movement by that right tackle, so Tuck can get back onside. Bradford throws to Mike Sims Walker again. He's pulled down shy of the 35-yard line, just a gain of 3. And Trill roll to stop.
Bradford had some big plays in the passing game, but he also felt some pressure. Now they've gone to that little short passing game.
Williams trying to get away from Chris Canty. Can't do it. 7th-year player out of Virginia, Canty, with the tackle.
Well, that time it's a weak side blitz. It's coming from up top, but Chris Canty, he just jets right through the A-gap and gets a tackle for loss. Excellent run-down player. And in these long yardage situations, once again, Jason Pierre-Paul at right defensive end, number 90, Justin Tuck. Number 91 will rush over the left guard. They need a sack right here.
And Dave Tollefson, another defensive end, goes into play tackle. Pass rushers out there. Bradford's pass is deflected and incomplete. The Giants defense able to get it off the field.
That is New York Giant defense. Pressure, and when you hit the opposing quarterback, he must go down hard. Sam Bradford, he's going to see a blitz coming right in his face. Number 21, Kenny Phillips. Timely blitzes. Well done by the Giants.
Donnie Jones, the punter, career average is 45 and a half. His 3rd all time. That will not help the career average. Got a good bounce. Trying to directionally kick it. Hit it off the side and kicks it to the 35-yard line. The Giants will take over after a punt of just 35. This Giants offense 3 and out the last 3 series, and in search of an identity in so many different ways. What are they trying to do? What are they trying to philosophically do?
I have no idea, but they have a lot of new players. They need to realize Steve Smith is not coming back, nor is Kevin Boss, their tight end. They have to find some playmakers with the players they have.
Brandon Jacobs runs with some daylight. 6 yards for Jacobs, tackled by Ben Lieber.
For the Giants, it's all about the power running game. That's what they want to do. They've lost players. There's no question of that. But Tom Coughlin's belief has always been we establish our manhood. We run the football first. Then we use the play-action pass game. They haven't established anything so far this season.
Here's Kevin Gilbride, the offensive coordinator. Second and 3, got to Eli before he could get to the handoff. The former Giant, Fred Robbins.
He almost took the handoff.
You know, you start to wonder if Steve Spagnuolo, from his old days as the Giant coordinator, doesn't know these audibles. I mean, Robbins is off to the races. He's going to jet right through the A-gap when he hears the play call. It was an audible. Either there's a mistake up front, or Robbins knows what's going on inside of that Giant huddle. Wow. The St. Louis Rams are dictating things to the New York Giants offense.
Here's another 3rd and long. Screen Bradshaw. Good tackle by Laurinaitis, the leader in the middle of that defense. And again, the Giants are 3 and out.
Well, it's almost like a give-up down right there. 3rd down and long, a middle screen.
0 for 6 tonight.
I tell you what,
conversions.
I don't even know what these blitzes are. The guys are coming from everywhere. They're rotating from down low to back deep. You got to give Steve Spagnuolo a lot of credit. This game plan has been tremendous here in the first half.
Weatherford kicking to the rookie Salas. Booming kick, good one, 51 yards. Salas in the 8. Stopped on a dime, makes it a nice return. Greg Salas into the open space. Out to the 37-yard line, made a move on Mark Herzlich, got past him, and got out there for a nice return, a good field position. And Steve Spagnuolo, John, you were talking about the Giants' days for Spagnuolo, not only his time around Tom Coughlin, but also in this division when he was with Andy Reid as an assistant coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. So as he set the template for how he was going to be a head coach, two great examples of organized decision makers to follow.
And defensive players love playing for him, and it's reflected in free agency. Guys like Quentin Michael, Al Harris, you see Ben Lieber, Brady Papinga, Justin Bannon. Free agents want to come and play for Spagnuolo because they know his system works and it's very demanding of them above the neck.
We're talking with Steve Spagnuolo, and I think we're going to get a walk-off here on the Giants of unsportsmanlike conduct. He's going into it. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called on the Giants. Very often the unsportsmanlike conduct on a return is one of the gunners, the players going down the sideline who cannot get back into the field of play, don't make the effort to get in. And it's a 15-yard flag. And Coughlin's asking the same thing because, one, he didn't see the flag, and two, wants to know who it was on. So Bradford takes over in Giant territory. Chased by Bernard, got rid of it. Incomplete on the sideline for Mike Sims-Walker.
Boy, this Rocky Bernard, he's done it for years. He's been around forever playing as a defensive tackle, but he has defensive tackle pass rush skills. I mean, he has 32 career sacks, and a lot of his pressure is just sheer power. Good effort by the Giants. Boy, they're deep in this defensive line. When OC comes back, they'll be loaded once again.
Tight and close on the sideline there. Not replayed in the stadium. And nobody in the Rams coach's booth tells Spagnuolo to challenge. Jarius Norwood checks in, takes it to the 41-yard line. Gain of 7. And during that last play, Tom Coughlin took the entire time to just rip Terry McAuley, the referee, continuing on the sideline. He did not like that he didn't see a flag or get an explanation on that 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. And he is steaming.
Jarius Norwood just showed he still has some juice. This is like an NFC South reunion. Norwood, the ex-Falcon, Cadillac, the ex-Buck. Big third and short.
Now becomes third and long. Roger Saffold.
Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Those are the mistakes that will kill an offense. Roger Saffold cannot make that mistake. You get a manageable third down situation, turn into a long third down situation. Much more pressure on the quarterback and the play caller to dial up the right play and the quarterback to execute.
Some max pro formation. They're going to get 3 receivers out here to the bottom of the screen. They're going to try to max protect at the top.
Bradford about to get hit. Ruled incomplete. Referee McCauley says incomplete pass as Michael Boley and Dave Tollefson met at the quarterback.
Well, the Giants, they smell blood in the water right now. Josh McDaniels makes an adjustment. He uses a max protection. You see number 47, Billy Badgema. Can't block Michael Boley. Bradford's going down hard in these last 3 series. Penalty just killed him.
Ronnie Jones will try to pin the Giants inside their own 15. Picks in fair catch, 14. Just inside of 3 minutes. Giants lead by 8, and it really has been Rams' mistakes that have given the Giants their opportunities. Giants are not building drives. Salas, the rookie, first time back to catch an NFL punt, fumble, covered by the Giants, touchdown pass to Akeem Nicks. And then as the Rams were driving inside the 30, the pass right through the hands of Cadillac Williams. Michael Boley picks up the backward pass and takes it all the way for the touchdown. 65 on the return. The only return this week in the NFL. There had been no kick returns, punt returns, or defensive TDs for a touchdown until that one. How about Bradshaw with a big run?
Oh, very big run. And I think Brady Papinga had a shot there for a tackle for loss. Positive yardage on first down. Big. And watch it. You're going to see somebody. I think it's there it is. Brady Papinga had a shot on a run through. But this elusive Ahmad Bradshaw, he's exciting.
Approaching the 2-minute warning. Manning makes a change. Laurinaitis adjusts. Bradshaw hit hard by Quentin Michael. Penalty marker
Holding.
down.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Quentin Michael.
Oh, hello.
Well, Eli going to a lot of work in this running game. So many audibles. That time he audible to a power play to his left. Bradshaw cut it back, and the ex-Philadelphia Eagle said hello.
Yeah, how about James Laurinaitis? You check it here. Laurinaitis checking. Manning checks the coverage. Now he goes to shotgun. Now he comes under center. Laurinaitis checks back out of it. What a cat and mouse game.
Clock restarts after the flag. 2-minute warning here at MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands. Giants aren't playing well, but they are leading. Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor and many of the 1986 New York Giants celebrating the 25th anniversary of their Super Bowl championship. They'll be honored here at halftime. It's Phil Simms, the all-time Giants QB.
That guy Lawrence Taylor ruined a lot of my Sunday afternoons. I'll tell you that. Why'd you have to show him?
We'll show you some of the greats on the field at the end of halftime. Eli Manning's throw intended for Hickson. Justin King on the coverage, and a marker comes down after the play from deep in the secondary.
They get a hold on the Rams here.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 21, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It was 1st and 20, so a great advantage for the Giants there as King is flagged.
It's a terrible penalty on the Rams in that situation, and it gives Eli Manning in this offense a chance to get something before the half goes.
Number 19, Manning underneath to Manningham. Right at the marker as King pushes him out of bounds.
I had a clock stop. This is where Steve Spagnuolo loves to dial up blitzes. He'll call 3 blitzes on one huddle call, and they'll automatic to the blitz that Spagnuolo wants based on where the back is. Is he behind the quarterback? Is he offset to the tight end, away from the tight end? Watch Laurinaitis, the middle linebacker, communicate all these looks.
The Giants go quick with an inside handoff, this time to Bradshaw. Robert Quinn, first-round pick out of North Carolina. Rare to see the field for Quinn. He was inactive in the opener. He makes the tackle, but the Giants will move the chains with a first down. Timeout. Time to remind you, Toyota halftime show comes up with Chris Berman, Adam Schefter, Chris Mortensen, Tom Brady piling up the yardage. Injury update with Tony Romo. We'll see if we see him next Monday. And not too far from here, Yankee Stadium today, Mariano Rivera set the all-time Major League Baseball saves record. Part of all the updates on the Toyota halftime show. So many Giants fans or Yankee fans going back to those days when the Giants played at Old Yankee Stadium. Rivera is 43rd save today. Having a great season late in his career. Back to Bradshaw, all short stuff here, and a gain of 3 with Marion Stewart, backup safety, making the tackle.
The Rams do a nice job with their 4-man pressure. They expand that defense. They give nothing down the field to Eli Manning. He has to check it down as the clock moves.
2nd and 6. Rams not getting a pass rush with 4. Hakeem Nicks, a couple yards shy of the first down. Now a 3rd and much more manageable than most. 3rd and a couple.
Bad play there by Hakeem Nicks. He's got to catch that ball and immediately get north and south, get the first down.
3rd and 2. Manning has the first down with Dominic Hickson on Justin King at the 47. Giants 2 timeouts in 50 seconds.
Kind of a Bronx cheer from the Giant fans as they converted their first 3rd down to a first down. Now 1 for 7.
The 47 is time pressure. Manning, sideline, Manningham. Juggled and held on.
A great blitz pickup that time by the Giants. That's a touchdown if Manningham catches it clean. Excellent job by Eli, trusting his protection and making a heck of a throw. That's got to be a touchdown. Nice job hanging with it Manningham's got to catch that clean and score.
And a good job by the Giants of picking up the pressure as guys from the secondary came, and he found the open window downfield.
Well, that's what's going to happen. Eventually, you're going to get some players open if the quarterback gets time. You'll see Manningham here coming off the ball, and Al Harris expects that help over the top, and Quentin Michael was late getting over to that one. And if Manningham just catches this clean, he walks into the end zone. It looks like he was checking out where Quentin Michael was, took his eyes off the football for a second, or else he would have had 6.
So it's a gain of 31 as Al Harris was in the wrong spot, and the Rams need to have their defense shore it up here with the Giants driving. Eli over the top for Hickson. Oh, he juggled and caught it. Touchdown. What a play. Oh, wow.
What a second effort concentration kick by Dominic Hickson. Eli Manning's got to be shaking his head, man. Everything they did in the first half was just too hard. From Manningham's juggling catch to Hickson's juggling catch, it's going to be a double move. They're going to go get Dahl, the free safety, and this ball's thrown perfectly. And Dominic Hickson makes a circus catch. That's got to be one of those top 10 plays on SportsCenter you do.
Man, you just watch the concentration. The ball does not hit the ground. Dahl's right there. Hickson fighting. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Locating that ball. Flips it up. Flips it up. Yeah, that should make a top 10 highlight.
That's awesome.
Big for Hickson, guy who missed all of last year with ACL that he tore in minicamp. 4th career touchdown reception for Hickson, and the Giants never really looked like they were in a good offensive rhythm all half. Look up and they lead by 15.
Well, that was a big drive right there. You know, when you get a drive before you get in that locker room for a touchdown, marching down the field, I mean, the guys walk in that locker room. The coaches are now all fired up. We got a lead in this game. We're feeling good about ourselves.
Well, it's going to be a double move by Dominic Hickson. He's in a tight slot formation, and he's going to get off clean. There is no reroute. They double move Dahl. Eli puts it up, and Dominic Hickson makes one for the ages. I want to go back, though, Mike. That drive is not going to happen if not for the penalty on Justin King. They had him 1st and 20, back inside their 20. People were heading up to the popcorn stand. Penalties will kill you. The Rams have made 5 critical errors in the first half. They shouldn't be behind 21-6, but you have to credit the Giants for capitalizing on these mistakes by the St. Louis Rams. What a catch by Hickson.
Hickson taken back to the Giant locker room to be looked at. He was shaken up on the play. So Manning, after going 3 of 12 before that drive, 6 of 6, and the touchdown. Rams did not have anyone deep at first, so Quinn Porter had to hustle back, and it's a touchback.
Hey, look at this. The eyeballs of Dominic Hickson. He never takes his eyes. Look at his eyes. Never took his eyes off that ball. I'll tell you, Dominic Hickson had a terrible knee injury last year. He was out. To get him back and get him making plays is huge. That'll give Eli Manning, this Giant offense, just a little positiveness going into the locker room at halftime. That was huge.
The Rams will take a knee and take it to the locker room. They get the ball to start the second half. Giants put together one solid drive, but they took advantage of the mistakes. The Rams had their opportunities inside the 10 on 2 different drives, and they did not. And at the half, the Giants lead the Rams 21-6. Here's Chris Berman with the Toyota halftime show. Tom Coughlin's team continued their theme of third down struggles. It really offensively didn't look very crisp until the final drive. And Manning got going, completed all 6 passes. If you're just joining us, drops by the Rams. One on a punt, gave a short field to the Giants, and then one Sam Bradford threw a backward pass that turned into a touchdown for the Giants. Lawrence Tynes kicks a line drive. Here's Quinn Porter, the first-year player from the goal line. Kickoff return. He fights his way across the 30-yard line.
A lot of mistakes in the first half. Greg Salas, rookie, fumbles a punt. Giants go down and score. Then a quick screen. It ends up a lateral. It's mishandled. Michael Boley's to the house. impact play. Good field position, 3rd and 3. Left tackle Roger Saffold jumps off sides, puts the Rams way behind. Then on 1st and 20, right before the half, Jimmy King gets flagged for holding. Devastating penalty.
Drive start nearly intercepted by Aaron Ross as Bradford was trying to get Brandon Gibson. Ross almost came away with his 7th career pick.
What a move by Aaron Ross. He knew he had help over the top. He was able to undercut the route, anticipated the throw, and almost picked it off. Aaron Ross knows he's been targeted tonight. The Rams are going after him, but he was ready for that one. Made a terrific play.
Bradford, play pass, and open in the middle for the first down with Brandon Gibson, who was near midfield and then taken back by the Giants defense. Matthias Kiwanuka and Antrell Roll.
Well, these hard run actions have killed the Giants. That's the 5th explosive 20-yard gain or more for this Ram offense. Just the 2-man route, full play action, and Bradford's doing a nice job hiding the football, fooling these linebackers. There's just no underneath coverage at all.
From the 49, Bradford. Time of that boot. Pass is short. Intended for Michael Mawonui. Oh, darn.
Hey,
Mawonui. Mawonui. Here are the first half numbers. The stats from the first 30 minutes. The plays were similar, and the Rams had more of an effective time moving the ball, especially via the air, as you'll see here in a second when the Giants were struggling. But those mistakes that John showed you a moment ago led to a couple of New York takeaways and 14 of their 21 points. Bradford back with a shot downfield. Denario Alexander brings it down. Caught a 68-yarder earlier. And Alexander, 2nd year out of Missouri, with another big one on Aaron Ross.
When Sam Bradford has time to throw the football, he'll find that isolation route. Once again, Alexander on Ross. Not a good jam by Ross. Alexander gets over the top. Another nice throw from Sam Bradford. Bradford's had success going down the field. On those passes of 10 yards or more from the line of scrimmage, he's 7 of 13 for 219 yards.
To the red zone, where they struggled earlier. Cadillac Williams to the 13-yard line.
Struggle is an understatement. The Rams have been poor in the red zone throughout the first 6 quarters of this season. Critical that they find somebody to go to. The right play, the right call. They need everything to be perfect. They desperately need a touchdown in the red zone to get back in this football game.
Jason Brown, the former Raven, snaps it to Bradford. Pressure picked up, underneath throw caught by Salas. And a guy who had 265 catches in his career in Hawaii is brought down just inside the 10.
Last couple times the Rams were down here in the first half, Perry Fewell, the defensive coordinator of the Giants, called all-out zero coverage blitzes. I expect Fewell to come after Bradford again. One of these young wide receivers of the Rams has got to beat single coverage. Looks like all-out blitz again.
Here they come. Bradford's pass is tipped and incomplete. Michael Boley, who had the touchdown earlier on the backward pass. Looks like it was his hand that deflected it. Another field goal attempt.
And it was clearly to Denario Alexander, and he was open. You'll see Bradford and the pressure off the edge. Just a terrific play, but look behind the play. There's Alexander, open for the touchdown.
Boley made a great play. He's covering Cadillac Williams in man-to-man coverage. Cadillac blocked. Boley read it, jumped up, made a timely play.
21, 25, 27, the Josh Brown field goals. He's got 4 field goals in 6+ quarters inside of 30 yards. The Meadowlands, the new MetLife Stadium. MetLife ponied up $60 million a year for 25 years to put its name on this second-year-old stadium. Devin Thomas back to take the Josh Brown kickoff, 21-9. Rams' red zone trips have yielded field goals, not enough. Thomas bringing it out. Thomas, a healthy wide receiver. Suzy Kolber, that's in great need on the Giants side.
Yeah, well, the extreme rash of injuries that has, for the most part, plagued the defense hits the offense tonight. We saw Dominic Hickson make this beautiful touchdown grab at the end of the half. His knee buckled. It's the same knee that kept him out last season with an ACL. They examined him during halftime. They brought him out. He ran up and down the sideline quite a bit, but they haven't let him go back into the game. They're calling it questionable. But also, Mario Manningham still in the locker room. He hit his head. He has not come back out.
And Susie, the Giants down to 4 healthy receivers. Ahmad Bradshaw pursued and does a nice job to get past Ben Lieber into the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The Giants just cannot establish their power running game, and that is their foundation. The Rams doing a real nice job of bouncing everything to the outside. And all of a sudden, guys like Quentin Michael coming up and making the play a yard or two deep behind the line of scrimmage. It's been excellent team defense by the Rams against that Giants running game.
Hickson just come back in. Top of the screen. Bradshaw underneath. Traced down by Laurinaitis.
Oh, I like this Laurinaitis. He's my kind of guy. You want to get off the bus right behind this linebacker. You have to be able to tackle in open field when you're playing zone coverage. That time, an excellent job breaking on the ball. Laurinaitis limiting anything after the catch. This kid can play on any down. Tremendous stamina. The ringleader of the Rams.
Two bad words to Giants fans. Third down. Showing pressure. Here comes 6 guys. Open underneath Victor Cruz, who hangs on for the first down at the 33.
That's what Eli Manning told us he was going to do. Instead of trying to audible and pick everything up, throw a hot. Blitz is going to be coming right off your right side. Eli says, go ahead. I'll just throw it before coverage can get there. Nice job by Victor Cruz, the much maligned slot receiver, making a play. You have to recognize your hot responsibility. That time, nice job by the young receiver.
From the 33, Manning comes back to check it down with Bradshaw, 7 across the 40-yard line, and a couple of markers down, one in the secondary and one at the tackle spot.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, defense number 32. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, grasping the face mask, defense number 59. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the Ben Lieber penalty makes a 7-yard gain a 22-yard gain.
Well, they had 9 penalties last week. That time, Ben Lieber coming from the top of the screen. I don't like that call.
Neither does Coach Spagnuolo.
And in the old days, before the rules amended a few years ago, that might have been a 5-yard incidental face mask. Now there's only one size, 15. Bradshaw running to the left. Brady Papinga waiting along with James Hall.
Well, just a lot of confusion. The Rams are creating multiple overloads. That time they brought 3 guys to the right side of the Giant offense. Manning ran away from the blitz, but they had the backside accounted for as well. 2nd and long.
Excellent diagnosis by Papinga. He sees the play going away, tracks it down from behind. These linebackers of the Rams are playing very well tonight.
Cruz back in the slot. And we had movement started by the left defensive end, Eugene Sims. And then Kareem McKenzie responded.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Guys, let's talk for a second about Victor Cruz, who's out there for the Giants and caught that pass. There was that derisive type of sounding cheer from the Giant fans because he dropped the third down on the first drive for the Giants last week. Steve Smith was signed by the Eagles in the offseason. He was a very productive third down receiver. Cruz was an unproven commodity. They wanted to see if he could do it. It was okay in the preseason, and here in the regular season, that big drop last week. That's why they brought Brandon Stokely in this week. Bradshaw with the carry, bounced off. Quentin Michael gains 2 yards.
Mike, Eli Manning had such a great feel with Steve Smith. You just can't run anyone out there to play that slot position. It's a position where the quarterback and that slot receiver must see the field with the same eyes. That's where you have a lot of traffic. You've got to read zone. You've got to read man. You've got to read blitz. And clearly, Victor Cruz was not on the same page with Eli Manning. Yeah, he dropped the ball last week, but they were not on the same page.
Now Cruz and Stokely in the game. Stokely in the slot. On third down, Eli going towards Stokely with a flag for a hold or pass interference on Justin King.
Oh, these penalties are just wearing the Rams out. 2 deep, man under. They go to Stokely right down the middle.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. Automatic first down.
And that's the 3rd penalty in this drive on this Ram defense. That's the 2nd tonight on Justin King. Take a look at it. He's going to jump inside. He's going to carry him right down the seam. He's got Jersey the whole way.
Stokely's the one who's holding him.
Yeah, but the Rams had 9 penalties last week. Stokely just got here, just signed. Good friend of the Mannings back in Louisiana. He's caught some balls from Brother Peyton. But these penalties are just destroying the Rams.
You saw King complaining, and you understand the back judge couldn't see the veteran Stokely using his body as a shield was holding on to Stokely's jersey, with King's jersey. Manning with a throw. Incomplete as Nix was trying to break through.
Well, they love to fake that quick screen to Ahmad Bradshaw. They fake that quick screen. Hakeem Nicks acts like he's blocking, and off he goes down the field. That time the Rams weren't buying it.
Yeah, Darian Stewart did a real nice job of holding his position, forcing Manning to throw the ball to the outside, not give him an easy throw.
You hear Eli saying, watch the hots. He's going to open up this backfield right now. And if the Rams blitz, he's going to throw the ball hot to one of his inside receivers.
Sure looks like they're blitzing.
Giants have DJ Ware, 3rd string running back in the game. So the slots off the edge. They get to him right away with Robert Quinn. First National Football League sack for the player taken out of North Carolina who didn't play college football last year, involved with that illegal benefits conflict at North Carolina.
Well, the offensive line gapped it. Everybody's going to come down. Nobody blocks Quinn, who was inactive, as you say, Mike. How about that for your first sack? Nobody blocks you when you're on the blind side of Eli Manning.
Many were disappointed that he was inactive week 1 for the Rams, seeing his first action tonight. 3rd and long, screen, Bradshaw. Got a block. Got a first down. Inside the 10. First and goal, G-Men.
You get a man-to-man coverage and you call a screen pass, it's feast or famine. Watch the linebacker. I think it's Laurinaitis. He's going to cover the screening back Bradshaw, but center number 64, David Voss, gets out here just in time to make a critical block. And if you get the mugger that's responsible for the screening back, you got a chance for a big play.
Huge 3rd down pickup of 23. And here's Jacobs. Brandon Jacobs, touchdown, Giants.
There's your power running game.
Well, that was all Brandon Jacobs. There were a couple unblocked defenders in the hole. Not only is Brandon Jacobs 6'4", 265, he's got very quick feet. Lateral agility for a big guy. Made a lot of Rams defenders miss.
And Henry, the high-noceros, they call him, the fullback, did a nice job escorting that big back to daylight. Penalties really hurt the Rams in that drive.
Arnstein adds the extra point. So the mistakes and inability to make a play by St. Louis has given some of the Giants veterans opportunity to capitalize. And they do again there. Well, Brandon Jacobs passes Rodney Hampton. They were tied on the Giants' all-time career rushing touchdown list, getting to 50, now 5 shy of Tiki Barber on the all-time Giant list. 28-9 as Tynes kicks off. And here's Quinn Porter. Down to 25-yard line. Spencer Pasinger, one of those rookie linebackers who made the Giants, made the tackle. Big backfield with fullback Hynoski and Jacobs bringing it to the end zone. Back here in New Jersey with John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Susie Colbert, Mike Tirico. The Giants leading by 19. Pair of teams that lost the opener, trying to avoid that 0-2 start. See if Sam Bradford and the Rams offense can get going. Cadillac Williams to gain 3. And Jimmy Kennedy comes over to make the play.
Jimmy Kennedy, the ex-St. Louis Ram. And Michael Coe has checked in for the Giants at right corner. They've taken Aaron Ross out of the game. It doesn't look like Ross is hurt, but clearly he's had a hard time covering tonight, Denario Alexander. But Coe's an inexperienced player from Alabama State. There he is with the big Denario Alexander.
3 completions against Ross for 108 yards, John.
Bradford got hit as he ended up throwing it off the back of Rocky Bernard as Justin Tuck, the Giants' defensive captain, brought the pressure.
Yeah, Justin Tuck can really bring the heat. He's one of those guys that he could move around. Here he jumps to the inside. You see him looping around, gets a clean shot at Sam Bradford. When you get a lead like this, now you take your defense and you heat them up. You start seeing the slants, the stunts, the twists. This is when that front four is at their best.
Bradford third down throw is complete to Greg Salas, who lost the football, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Rams ball on the first down at the 48, a gain of 17.
Huge first down. And Antrell Roll is new to the nickel corner position. The only reason he's in there is Terrell Thomas is hurt. He makes a nice effort, but clearly some of these route combinations are a work in progress for Roll, who's a Pro Bowl safety. He's playing nickel corner because of the rash of injuries. They're asking a lot of Antrell Roll.
And a good job with the stack release, allowing a free release into the secondary.
Bradford trying to dump it, and Cadillac Williams, who is an eligible receiver, whose foot he hit. And Terry McCauley says that's the reason no grounding, incomplete. Corey Webster off the corner clean.
Terry Field loves to bring defensive backs on blitzes. That time a corner fire from the weak side of the formation. Bradford never expected it. Terry Field can drive you crazy with these perimeter blitzes. That time St. Louis wasn't ready for it.
That's not intentional grounding by rule, but by intent it was.
Yeah.
You know? Aaron Ross, by the way, 31. He's not hurt. He's fine. Giants tell us on the sideline. Still Coe playing in his place. And Cadillac Williams out of the backfield. Eventually brought down by Jaquan Williams, the rookie 6th-round pick for the Giants. Spent his last 2 years at college at South Florida.
A lot of people don't know who these guys are. Greg Jones, Jaquan Williams, Michael Coe. You got to give these New York Giants credit for playing a lot of young kids this early in the season due to these injuries. Rams got to get this first down here.
Third and 7, pressure picked up, and the throw is complete for the first down. The 35-yard line. Corey Webster covering Mike Sims-Walker.
Sam Bradford identifies the single coverage. He is outstanding against the blitz, hangs in the pocket. You'll see right here. Here comes the pressure up in his face, but he knows he's got the back shoulder throw. Corey Webster makes the turn to the outside. Sims-Walker beats him on the turn, but the ball is low and away. Only Sims-Walker can make the catch.
3 tight ends. Look for a play-action pass.
Benjamin Kendricks and Manoanui in for the Rams. Justin Tuck was looking for it too, John. And Bradford threw it as he got away. Tom Coughlin happened right in front of him. He tried to tell Terry McAulay that Bradford's knee was down as he threw the ball because of the contact by Tuck. Ruled incomplete, not ruled a sack.
Kendricks makes a mistake. Bradford tries to send him in motion twice, but Kendricks doesn't go, and there's nowhere for Bradford to throw the ball. And Justin Tuck is relentless. Once again, the Rams struggle in the red zone territory. They're in a 4-down situation here without question.
Challenge. Tom Coughlin threw the flag.
He was down prior to releasing the football. Timeout.
He's won one challenge, trying to win a second. 25 left in the third. His team up 19. Looks like Tommy challenged. Tom Coughlin's going to get another one right here. As we watch the replays of Justin Tuck, whose trip with Sam Bradford brought him to his knees. Bradford throwing a split second later, but it looks like the knee was in contact with the ball in hand, which would be a sack. Here's Terry McAulay as you watch.
After review, the quarterback's knee was down while he was still in possession of the football. The ball will be placed at the 49-yard line. It will be second down. New York has had 2 successful challenges. They will get one more for the remainder of the game.
You got to give him 2 more challenges. You get them right. Watch Justin Tuck explode after Sam Bradford plays left defensive end. He plays everywhere. Fake's going to go the other way, and Justin Tuck, he can run you down.
And that ends up being a 15-yard loss, so you end up with 2nd and 25 here for the Rams. Bradford again feeling the pressure. This time gets out, takes off, and finds the sideline. So a nice job by Bradford to get a lot of the sack yardage back and make it 3rd and manageable.
Sam Bradford is a gifted athlete, big, strong, tall guy, but when he gets outside the pocket, he can not only extend the play, he can make plays with his legs. Here comes the pressure right up the middle. He can run, eyes downfield, originally look for a place to throw it. I like this guy. I like the way he plays the game.
The run was 17 yards, ties his career long in his first 18 games.
Max protection again.
Throwing a quick one, Salas catches, but nowhere to go as the veteran Deion Grant stops him at the 30-yard line. From here, a field goal is 48. You're down 19 points.
Well, the Giants expected it right there. They knew they were keeping a tight end in. They were putting it back that way. 3-man route combination. Rams had poor route distribution there, and New York stuffed it.
It's 4th and 5. They'll go for it here. The kicker, Brown, certainly has the leg to make a 47 or 8-yard field goal.
Blitz.
Bradford forced to take a timeout with the play clock running down. 4th and 6 when you come back. Tom Coughlin encouraging his defense in the crowd. Steve Spagnuolo used to coordinate the Giants defense. Still will go for it on 4th and 6.
Sam Bradford in a check with me situation. He's got to get the right play.
Here come the Giants. Rams pick it all up, and the pass is complete to Mike Sims. Walker for the first down, back in the red zone for the Rams.
Wait, great job by Sam Bradford taking over the game right there. Changed the protection, got the 4-strong blitz picked up, and threw a strike. Watch him walk up right into the face of the Giants and make sure that the line slides to the right, gives him time to set up and throw the ball at Michael Coe. Great play by the young quarterback.
Rams have been bad in the red zone tonight. Bradford incomplete. As he was going for Denario Alexander.
He was looking down the field, but Antrell Roll came on the blitz. Although it was picked up by Cadillac Williams, certainly did cause Sam Bradford to flinch a little bit.
Terry Fuel and Josh McDaniels having a battle right now. Important that Bradford uses his dummy snap count to recognize the blitz or the zone and get the Rams an optimum play selection.
Bradford hitches and throws. He had nobody open, and Coe is blanketing Alexander. We'll have third down coming up. We're approaching a dozen red zone plays run by the Rams here tonight.
Well, this has just been absolutely a nightmare. Earlier, they had first and goal at the 1. They couldn't plug it in. Then in the next drive, they're down there again. Webster covers Sims Walker. And then on a third down situation, nice play by Aaron Ross. They just have had no success whatsoever. They better find some quickly.
Again, giant pressure. Again, picked up. Bradford toward Alexander. Brings it down. Keeps control. Touchdown, St. Louis.
They've had no answer for Denario Alexander tonight. That time a slant and go sluggo to the 6'5" Alexander. He's gotten after Aaron Ross. Now he goes after Michael Coe. Sensational catch and a great throw by Bradford to give him a chance.
Give him a chance, John. Meet me at the corner. Throw that ball toward that back pylon. Let Denario Alexander go up and make the catch. That 6'5" frame certainly does help.
All coaches make different decisions on when to play the two-point chart. By math, you would go for 2 there. Late in the third, Spagnuolo decides to go for 1. Makes it a 12-point game. Oh, the Giants lead cut to 12 as Sam Bradford works the Rams down the field and finally solves the equation in the red zone.
Well, Sam Bradford was really outstanding on that drive. He took over the offense. John spoke about it at the line of scrimmage, making the call. I like the eye. Bang, he sees now. As the corner's looking in, he gives that little pump. Just frees him. That one split second allows Denario Alexander to get over the top, but a perfect throw. Identify the isolation route and make an accurate throw. Bradford very sharp on that drive.
And again, Coe was in for Aaron Ross, who is healthy, and he's just kind of sitting on the Giants bench. He's essentially benched for at least that portion of it. So back within 12, Thomas had second thoughts and probably made the choice that'll keep his coach happiest.
Get a little momentum shift here to the Rams. Let's see if Eli and that Giants offense can come back out and respond.
We were talking during that break, 12-point game. Steve Spagnuolo, the option to go for 2, make it 11 in a 2-possession game. But very often coaches philosophically wait until earlier in the fourth quarter as opposed to late third to follow the math on that one. Manning's throw is complete to Akeem Nicks to the 28-yard line, updating the injuries from earlier. Mario Manningham with that concussion ruled out now for the rest of the game. Same true with Dominic Hickson and his knee injury. So the Giants without 2 of their veteran receivers.
And quietly, Eli Manning has figured things out here in the second half. That time, they had a run play called with a built-in one-step slant. He's seeing a lot more now than he did early in this ball game.
A run with Jacobs inside. They'll give the Giants a first down across the 30-yard line. Chris Long makes the tackle.
You know, this 2-back running game, not a lot of teams do it anymore. And there's less than 16-17% of the teams use this personnel. Everybody's in the spread formations. You have to have a fullback that'll go in there and explode. And you need some fire in the hole, and that's what Harry Hinoceros, they call him, has done a nice job of for the Giants.
Henry Hynoski, the rookie out of Pittsburgh, undrafted free agent. And rewarded with a pass to the 38-yard line. Caught one last week as well. And John, one of the reasons he likes it, he said, fullback, it's the best position in the world. He loves the game. He loves that spot. of the great lines on your resume. #1 overall pick, Sam Bradford out of Oklahoma, taken in the 2010 draft, and Eli Manning, who went to the same school as his dad, Ole Miss. First overall pick in 2004. Man who led the Giants to Super Bowl 42, one of the 29 starting quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl. They're going head-to-head here tonight. Brandon Jacobs, the bounce-off carry, as Quentin Michael made the initial hit, trying to get the first down, and he does have it. And let's look at the numbers here tonight for Bradford. That is a career high in passing yards with 321. Manning got off to a slow start, 2 of 11, but has since picked it up, missing all but 1 of his 14 passes since then.
If I were Eli Manning, I'd be looking for some kind of blitz on every play. They got away with one on the last play.
First down from the 41. Manning throws to Jacobs. Chased out of bounds by Chris Chamberlain, who just came in the game because Ben Lieber got hurt on the last play of the third quarter.
Nice job by Eli Manning, understanding that there was a blown coverage by the Rams. See the play action pass. He looks downfield. No one picks up Jacobs out in the flat. Finds him, delivers the football. Good vision, good field vision by Eli Manning, knowing there was no one on the flat to cover Jacobs.
Here's Lieber, who was not contacted when he made his injury, just pulled up, trying to stay loose on the bicycle. Jacobs with the carry, Laurinaitis, Quinn, and King all converge after a gain of about 3.
This is when you want to have the running game. You're sitting there with a 12-point lead. The clock's ticking, 13.5 minutes. You want to control the football. You want to be physical. Fourth quarter, wear them down. And what a pair in the backfield to wear them down with. We have Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, and Henry Hynoski leading the way.
Number 39, Manning throwing to Nix. Incomplete, no flag. Tight coverage, Bradley Fletcher.
What a great pickup in the backfield by the Giant running backs, and bump and run one-on-one coverage. When Eli sees it, he's going to give Hakeem Nicks a chance. But watch these two backs, Jacobs and Hynoski, pick up this Ram blitz. Eli saw it, read it, and Bradley Fletcher did a nice job against an outstanding receiver.
Fletcher's been solid tonight.
Giants, who struggled on third down last week and earlier in the game, picked up their last couple. Manning not going to get this one as he's pulled down and sacked by James Hall.
What a story James Hall is, Mike. I mean, he's played forever. Had 10.5 sacks last year at 33 years old. He can rush inside. He can rush outside. The only thing James Hall hasn't done in pro football is win a lot of games.
That certainly keeps the Rams alive here with a deficit 12. Greg Salas goes back for Steve Weatherford's punt. Tough to catch punt. Salas able to field it at the 12 as it was tumbling down sideways. 35-yard kick. Is brought to you by DirecTV. Rams down 12, and their ball back at their own 13-yard line. Aaron Ross back in for the Giants at corner. And Bradford comes underneath from Cadillac Williams to the 19. Gain of 6. Again, working without Steven Jackson, the offensive leader in the backfield. Bradford and offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels trying to put together some offense. They're also missing their top pass catcher, Danny Amendola, out with a dislocated elbow. But one drive here, and they'll be right in this game. Williams with the run for about a yard. Justin Tuck and the rookie Jaquan Williams, linebacker, in on the stop.
Justin Tuck having once again a big night, and he is that movable chess piece for the Giants. He'll play outside, he'll play inside, but he can make plays anywhere. The Rams have had just a difficult time getting any balance in their offense. They just can't get the running game going, forcing too many of these third down situations.
3rd and 3. Giants bring 4. It's incomplete. Billy Badgema, the tight end, couldn't handle that hot shot in tight coverage. And the Giants defense comes up with a timely 3-and-out.
Just a quick out that time by the tight end. 3-step drop by Bradford. And you can see the pressure's heating up. Coming off the right side, Kiwanuka. Good pressure up the middle from Canty. Rams got to find a way, Mike, to win a game and come from behind in the 4th quarter. It just doesn't happen often.
Aaron Ross goes back to catch Donnie Jones' punt. Big kick, 58 yards. Took Ross back to the 22. What a block thrown by Tyler Sash, the Giants' rookie safety, as Ross is brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. That Sash block. We have an injury on the other side of the field as we get to a timeout. All the homecoming stuff and all that's nice for Steve Spagnuolo. This isn't. This is predating Spag's time with St. Louis, but this franchise lost their last 43 games when trailing in the 4th quarter. Trailing here by a dozen. Ahmad Bradshaw to the right. It's a half-yard gain for Bradshaw. You know, you guys, you step back and you look at the Rams here. 1 win 2 years ago, 7 wins last year, trying to build here a little bit. And they need to find playmakers and belief that they can come from behind and win games.
Well, I think number one, you have the franchise quarterback in place in Sam Bradford. Now you have to surround him with all those other dimensions. I think the big thing they need on offense is that speed. The guy that can blow the top off the defense.
Gotten some big plays from Alexander here tonight. Manning's throws caught by Victor Cruz. To become the yard shy of the first down, Justin King tackles him. 3rd and short for the Giants.
But the Rams have a lot higher expectations this year than they've had. They're playing a much more difficult schedule. They're dealing with changes on their offensive coaching staff. And as we all know, the NFC West, that belongs to anybody.
It's not a good division. I mean, honestly, you look around, as Seattle, Arizona, all in various stages of trying to rebuild. San Francisco as well. 3rd and short. And a gun run with DJ Ware gets a first down for the Giants. So Ware, who has seen more snaps in the second half with the injuries to Manningham and Hickson, there lines up. And the shotgun and gets a first down.
And they do a great job using their right guard, Chris Snee. They love to pull him in the shotgun when they're underneath the center, but they love Chris Snee being the lead blocker, the escort to daylight. He's done it a long time. He's athletic. He can adjust on the second level, and he's one mean guy.
Bradshaw runs to that side, the right side, gets to the 45-yard line. Darian Stewart with the tackle as we get near 9 minutes.
Yeah, normally the Giants run that power play to the left where they can pull Chris Snee to his left. But on that play, they actually ran the power to the right and brought David Deal around for a positive gain.
They love to run the ball right. That's where Kareem McKenzie is. They love to use Snee and McKenzie on these double teams. But you're right, Jaws. They love to use Snee as a puller.
Jake Ballard, the tight end, was the man in motion. And up the middle run for Bradshaw. Again leaves the Giants with 3rd and short. No accident, more 3rd down conversions for the Giants as they've shortened up the distance here in this 2nd and 3rd quarter, now the 4th.
Well, this is New York Giant football. You talk about smash mouth football out of 2-back sets. A huge 3rd down. This is where the Rams like to play man-to-man coverage. And when they do, Hakeem Nicks, number 88, has been the guy Eli's targeted all night. Bradley Fletcher goes and gets him. Top of the screen.
Back with DJ Ware next to Eli, 3rd and 2. Manning chased by Chris Long and sacked. Combination of Long and Justin Bannon with the sack. And the Giants will punt inside of 8 minutes.
Yeah, Chris Long comes up with a big play here, matched against Kareem McKenzie. Good get off by Chris Long. Jams, pull, and get to the quarterback. Boy, that's quickness right there by Chris Long. His dad Howie be proud of that.
One of the best, the Hall of Famer Howie Long, Steve Weatherford. They're good at directional kicking, pinning the opponent inside the 20. Beautiful kick here. Salas catches at the 5, but that's a veteran with a penalty marker down late on the play. Very, very late on the way down. About 25 yards from where the ball was, a flag was thrown.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 51 kicking team, 15-yard penalty, first down,
Zach Diossi,
timeout.
steer clear of Tom Coughlin on your way over. Steer clear of the coach, Zach. Not good. We're watching Tony Romo's health throughout the week as Dallas gets set to take on Rex Grossman and the undefeated Redskins. It's the last team to open their season at home. We'll be in Arlington at Cowboys Stadium next Monday night. Countdown starts at 7. We'll kick it at 8:30 Eastern here on ESPN.
What a great performance by Tony Romo yesterday. In this league, in this game, you got to be mentally and physically tough. And he was both.
The Rams running out of opportunities, so they've had them here tonight. Down 12, each scored 2 touchdowns in the last 7:20. Bradford had time, only a 3-yard gain to Salas.
It is time for this New York Giants secondary to step up. They've given up 5 completions of 20 yards or more tonight, 6 last week. I know they have a lot of injuries. Terrell Thomas is out. Amuka Mara, their first rounder, out. But Ross is a first rounder. Phillips is a first rounder. Roll's a first rounder. Webster's a second. They have the talent back here to make a play and end this game.
2nd and 7. Rams went no huddle with great pace early on and moved it well. They've not really gone back to that at that pace in the second half. Bradford's pass in and out of the hands of Mike Sims-Walker.
That's a good break by Kenny Phillips. They're playing a lot of zone coverage. They're not going to get themselves in any man-to-man situations. That time Phillips broke on the ball. He looks all the way back from his injury on that break.
Yeah, but Sims-Walker, John, has to come back to the football. You stand there and wait for the ball, you're going to allow the safety to undercut it.
On 3rd and 7, Giants rush 4. Bradford hitching, throwing. Salas dropping. Again, rookie. He's a 4th-round pick out of Hawaii.
You got to give the Rams credit in terms of their offensive line. It's a 3-man stunt by the Giants. Watch it. The Rams switch it. They do a pretty good job. They give Bradford plenty of time. Those are the kind of plays you have to make, and clearly the rookie Salas has had a couple big drops tonight.
A punt with the lefty Donnie Jones. Not his best. Bounce was good. 48 yards. Ross took it on the run. And he stepped out of bounds for the 35. Penalty marker down near midfield.
During their turn, holding, receiving team number 37, 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Michael Coe. Steer clear of Coach Coughlin on your way to the sideline. Been a frustrating night for the Rams. Their mistakes, the reason they're down a dozen. Back at MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey, Giants lead by a dozen with 6:24 left. Try to run the football and kill some clock. Brandon Jacobs starts it out. Away from Brady Papinga, but good pursuit. Just a couple of yards for Jacobs. Tom Coughlin, Eli Manning, been together for quite some time. All of Eli's starts, 105. They have gone past on this night that we honor the 86 Giants Super Bowl championship. Bill Parcells and Phil Simms for the most starts by a head coach and quarterback combination in Giant history. And you saw at the bottom, they're 40 behind Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, who we saw last Monday. Manning with a throw caught by Jake Ballard, the tight end. The first down just shy of the 40-yard line.
I love what Eli Manning did right there. I mean, here comes the strong safety, the Mike, the Sam. They're bringing 3 guys over here to the left, and Ballard just looks hot right over his inside shoulder. And Eli, calm, cool, collected. That's a great play. It's the only play, but it's hard to do. Making throws in hot situations to young tight ends you haven't worked with that much.
No wow numbers if you're a fantasy owner for Eli tonight with the 200 yards passing as Jacobs runs for about 3 yards. But it's so much more the intangibles that Coughlin loves about Eli.
Oh, no question. He's been with them forever. He trusts them with the entire offense. He sticks up for him, too. He says, when you have a guy like Eli Manning who can make all the throws, sometimes you don't want to shelter him by saying, hey, don't make the throw, don't make the audible. Let the kid play and trust him. He's got that kind of talent.
The 43, Jacobs, sequence in space. It'll be third and about 3, and the Rams will take a timeout here to stop the clock at 4:27. Try to maximize time, try to get it back in the hands of Sam Bradford. Back here in Jersey, 3rd and a couple for the Giants with pressure on. Manning, quick pitch. DJ Ware going to get the first down as he secures the ball inside the 41-yard line. Big 3rd down pickup with Ware, who's been a factor here in the second half.
And what a call by Kevin Gilbride, the offensive coordinator for the Giants. The Rams loaded up the box. So what did Eli do? Took the ball and pitched it to the outside where there are very few Ram defenders left. You'll see it here. Grab the ball and pitch it out to Ware. Get on the perimeter. Great block by Chris Snee. That's an excellent 3rd down call by Kevin Gilbride to get the first down.
Giants ran it for only 75 yards against the Redskins. Wow. Jacobs takes him to about 118 with a gain of 3 there.
You know, the one thing you never want to do, you don't want to play a Tom Coughlin football team after they've had a bad game.
Right.
Because you know, especially on Monday night, he's going to take that extra day. I'm going to get my New York Giants ready. I asked Tom, I said, are you guys in the tank? All these injuries, everything's gone wrong. He says, we don't give in. We never give in. We never say, woe is me. Somebody's going to step up and we're going to play better. But you never want to see Coughlin and his team after they've had a bad outing.
Steve Spagnuolo, who's with Tom for 2 years, echoed that with us last night. Jacobs inside, nowhere to go. Timeout Rams. As the Rams take their final timeout. Time for SportsCenter right now with Trey Wingo.
Michael, thank you. All this talk about where Oklahoma may be going, wherever they're going, Bob Stoops is going with them, gets a contract extension, 7 years, $34.5 million through 2018. It may be all straightened out by 2018. And quarterback for the Cowboys, Tony Romo, not only suffered a fractured rib, but a punctured lung in that overtime win in San Francisco. Still not sure if he'll play next Monday night against the Redskins. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Trey, thank you. Full recap of the NFL news of the day. All the injuries, there were a ton again on SportsCenter after the game. And Trey and the guys love NFL primetime. After that, all the highlights from week 2. 3rd down again. DJ Ware runs out of the gun. This has a yard shy of the first down. Rams cannot stop it. And the Giants will take it down to about 2:11 before they have to make a choice here.
Yeah, this might be one of those opportunities for Tom Coughlin to get aggressive. 4th and about a yard and a half. You know, you punt this thing. You may pin him in the end zone. You may kick it in the 20 and get maybe a net of 11 yards on it.
He's got his new punter, Steve Weatherford from the Jets. Mm-hmm. Remember, he replaced Matt Dodge, who had his troubles punting last year. But Weatherford does a unbelievable job downing the ball inside the 10. He'll hit one of these knuckle balls to the young Salas, and you watch, he'll pin him inside the 10.
The Giants ran it all the way down, take the timeout at 2:13 with the punt. Well, we talked about the Rams playing the Eagles last week, the Giants this week. What a brutal schedule the Rams have just in terms of how their tough games play out. bunch of playoff teams like the Eagles and the Ravens and the Packers and the Saints. And the non-playoff teams in the first 7 are the Giants, Redskins, and Cowboys.
Wow.
Well, that's pro
physical
football.
game, brutal
We just
schedule.
talked about playing a Tom Coughlin team after they've had a tough outing. That's always a challenge. How would you like to play the Baltimore Ravens next week after they got beat and really embarrassed by the Tennessee Titans? I got a feeling Ray Lewis and company are going to be ready for the Cardinals as well.
Yeah, they're going to be an angry team.
Or the
No
Rams, I
question
should
of that.
Coughlin has brought the offense back out on 4th and 1.
Not surprised by this.
And they'll run it to the right with Jacobs, who will not get there. He's stopped by James Laurinaitis, who's had a very good game. The Giants, who are poor in short yardage, run up against it again.
Poor. You know, Brandon Jacobs is not what you would think is a short yardage back, but watch the Rams run entry on this off-tackle play to the offensive right side of the formation. Henry Hinoceros, the fullback, whiffs in the hole. And not converting in 3rd down and 1 and 4th down and 1 is going to drive Tom Coughlin nuts. They failed twice last week. Could have ended the game right there. Critical failure.
After Laurinaitis' 14th tackle, the Rams have a life. Bradford, running for his life, is sacked as we get to the 2-minute warning. Justin Tuck and Jason Pierre-Paul with the stop. It's sitting on 2:01. Now they roll the clock to start it. And it is the 2-minute warning for the Rams down 12. All right, Stuart, that'll be the big news in New York, in the Post and the Daily News and the Times tomorrow, in addition to the Giants likely getting to 1-1, although the Rams still have life here, down 12 out of timeouts at the 2-minute warning. Rams desperately need a big play. Bradford throwing middle, caught. Mike Sims Walker was at the first down, came back inside of it, marker down back by the quarterback.
Holding offense number 76. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
The left tackle, Saffold.
Well, Tuck's had 2 sacks tonight, and Saffold's going to hold him right here. I think this is just as good as a sack. When you're a defensive end and you're getting held, you're getting tackled, that's a 10-yard loss for an offense. I think there needs to be one of those QBR stats that you're using for defensive ends. Give them credit for it.
8 penalties on the Rams here tonight. Nobody open downfield. Bradford getting out of there off the hands of Salas and incomplete. And look at this Rams team. They added Mike Sims Walker in free agency. And Denario Alexander, who was undrafted because of knee injuries, he caught 20 balls last year. Brandon Gibson came over in a trade from Philly, missing their leading receiver, Danny Amendola. So they don't have a bunch of guys who are threats to be named to the Pro Bowl team in their receiving corps.
Oh, the scary thing for the Giants is those 3 guys you just mentioned have got 13 balls for 260 yards tonight.
And the Eagles, and guys running everywhere all over the field, await on Sunday at the Link. Bradford, complete off the hands of the 2nd-round pick, Lance Kendricks. And it'll be 4th down. And they're going to punt the ball.
I'm going to tell you, this guy, Justin Tuck, he seems to flash on every play. I think he's lined up everywhere but at safety tonight. He's been over every offensive lineman, Saffold, Smith, Dahl. He's been all over the place and been very effective tonight. Justin Tuck is one heck of a player.
This is where I would tell punt returner Aaron Ross, do not attempt to field this punt. No disrespect to you or my lack of confidence, but don't even mess around with it.
Fair caught at the 29-yard line with St. Louis out of timeouts. The Giants will take a knee a couple times, and they'll get their first win of the 2011 season. Here's what Eli and the Giants have. A couple of road games with the Eagles we mentioned on Sunday. They go out to Arizona, take on Kevin Cobb of the Cardinals. And Seattle and the surprising Buffalo Bills coming in.
How about those Bills? They will host the New England Patriots, both at 2-0 in Buffalo this weekend. West New York will be rocking, Michael.
How about those teams with those long playoff droughts? The Texans, who have never been because of their short history. The Lions and the Bills among the teams that have opened to 2-0 this year.
You know, though, I think Tom Coughlin made a great point to us. Remember, they got the hurricane up this way. They had a hard time even having a practice. They played their final 2 preseason games within 3 days. They lost Jonathan Goff, their signal caller and middle linebacker, in a walkthrough. They've had a lot of adversity. This is really the first time that they've had 4 quality practices. Don't count the Giants out. That Philadelphia-New York game, you could throw out the records every year anyways, Jaws.
Yeah, but the Giants still have a long way to go, John. They get a win tonight, but they're not crisp right now.
So Coughlin and Eli will get a victory on Sam Bradford and the Rams. It's their 61st victory, as we showed you those 105 games they've been together as a head coach and quarterback combo. We showed you the list there, and we showed you Brady and Belichick. That's the top active group. Dan Marino, Don Shula, the all-time for games together as a quarterback and a head coach combo. But Eli and Tom Coughlin will get to have the heat off of them for a week here in New York.
We got to see Lawrence Taylor. I know he drove you crazy, Jaws.
Yes, he did.
Tom Coughlin, Steve Spagnuolo get to see each other. 28-16 as Bradford and the Rams fall to 0-2. Get ready for Ray Lewis and the Ravens next week. 2 #1 overall picks. Eli knows the growing pains Sam's going through. SportsCenter's coming up next with John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, and Susie Colbert. Our entire Monday Night Football team. Mike Tirico saying good night from New Jersey. It's been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Redskins Cowboys next Monday, and SportsCenter seconds away.